Hi everybody, this is James. This is going to be a new series on KVCore. I've decided to go back and redo some of the original videos that I did over a year and a half ago, and also start out a little differently than when I was training and started teaching on KVCore originally. There's actually 3 sections, and this is kind of an introduction to how I do things. First of all, I like to talk with people, find out where are they with the software, where are they with the knowledge of maybe the industry as a whole or the business as a whole, to help customize how I can best help you in the software. The first part of that is what I would call before getting started with KVCore. And when you get ready to start using the software, first, obviously, if you're a new agent, you've got to opt into the software. It takes 4 to 7 days for it to get working. You'll get an email with all your passwords. But when you first get started, I'm going to show you what I feel is the number one most important thing before you do anything else, and before you spend a lot of time. So here's our KVCore. This is the marketing autopilot screen, but regardless, I'm going to do these videos one shot. If I go back and edit up all my flubs, first of all, I make mistakes, but I don't have time to go back and correct everything all the time. So I'm going to make these one through. If I stumble, make an error, I'll go back and correct it just with you guys. So anyway, most important thing, you want to come into your profile, so up in the right-hand corner, go down to My Profile. This is critical for the software to run at its best, to take its fullest advantage. And I know that a lot of people will come to me and say, well, it's taking a really long time to load. There we go. A lot of people come to me and say, well, I don't use Pinterest. I don't use, whatever. I understand that. But as we all know, this industry is changing, and having the access to using the social media platforms that are here is definitely a bonus, and we'll get into that in a minute. So start out with your profile here on the left. I'm waiting for my screen to catch up. Sorry, guys. And start at the top here and just obviously work your way down. Fill in your picture, your MLS ID, your NERDS number, all your information here. This phone number is your cell phone. Now, there is a key factor I'm going to say here real quick. If, and I suggest you do, buy your own smart number, and we'll talk about that further, but I do feel it's probably one of the best investments you're going to have in your business. And but when you I'm leading that, right? When you buy your own smart number, whatever number you put here in this cell phone line is the number that the smart number will call. The positive side to that is if you're going to go out of town on vacation, or if you need to have someone to handle your calls, or you want to send it to your cell phone or an office number or wherever, it only takes a second to change it. You save it. Minute later, that's where it's going to. So, but fill in all this information that you can all the way down. Get your About Me in there. Get your signature. Sorry about that. Get your signature in there. I do have the wire fraud warning down here at the bottom. Your credentials, your background, whatever makes it you, and then save along the way. By the way, one of the things I will also say too about the numbers is that on the bottom of your website, if you guys look, let me see if I can get mine to pull up real quick here. On the bottom of your website, we'll get into this too, guys. So if you have questions, ask me. But for now, sorry, this is covering up my thing here. Go away. Goofy software. Okay, there we go. Hey, anyway, let's go back. See, things happen, right? Come on, computer. There we go. I do suggest putting on your banner. I've got my Thumb Realty Group, and my smart number is there, okay? But if you look where it says display on website, you can put these numbers on there, your cell phone, your work phone, and your direct line number. On my website, where that shows up at is down here on the bottom, okay? I only put my smart number out. I don't give my cell phone number. And for those that are concerned about stalking and tracking and all that, I would suggest never using your cell phone for advertising. That's just me. I would rather be... This is a new line here. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that's on there. But anyway, I always suggest not putting your cell phone. I don't mean to be excluding somebody, especially for our female women realtors. I don't feel that it's safe, but that's my opinion. So we'll leave it at that. But this is extra text code I put in here and links I put in. But this box here, if I was to put this on here and save it here and refresh this, you'll see that it should, maybe not right away, but it will pop up down here. I'm not going to bother with that right now, but you get the idea. So let's go back. Anyway, I don't want to take this too long. So I only show my smart number, and that's my work phone number there. So that's what I do with mine. So I'm going to say that so I don't forget. Now, here's the important part of the whole process, and probably the most time-consuming part of getting your profile set up, is going through and getting, this is your Facebook, which will be a business page, right? So Facebook is a business page. This is Twitter. It's just a regular Twitter account. They don't have business as of yet that I know of. Your LinkedIn account is only just your basic LinkedIn account. You really only have one of those, or should only have one of those. This is your YouTube channel. Now, mine is set up off of my, if I can get there real quick, I'll show you. Ooh, that's not right. Let's blow that back up, guys. Mine is set up off of my Thumb Realty page. I actually just switched a bunch of stuff over there. So if I get over there real quick, this does it to me. I do this all the time. Sorry about that. But here we go. So what you're looking for, I'm going right past, I didn't show it to you, sorry. If you go into your Gmail account and you have set up what you want to use, when you come in to hit your channel under that, when you're logged in to YouTube, it comes up with this YouTube channel view as subscriber. This is the actual link that you want to put here, okay? And since we're talking about YouTube, and we're also talking about what controls this channel down the road, is going to be your Gmail account. And that's where I start with this conversation of why this can take so long. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this, guys, without skipping around too much. But what this comes down to is branding, all right? If you haven't picked or haven't found something to brand yourself, or a nickname, or something that people will know you by, already know you by, or you want them to know you by, as you can see, everything that I do on mine is Thumb Realty, okay? I really have two nicknames that I use. Big Papa James is a personal nickname my kids gave me 20-some years ago. Yeah, I know that movie and the song came out, and it's been there ever since, but that's okay. That's who I am, right? To a lot of people, I've got a lot of clients, side note rather. I used to own a limousine company in Florida for years, and on my business card, it only said Big Papa James. That was it. So I have thousands of customers that we worked with over the years that only know me as that. So I have friends that still know me as that. I mean, they know my last name as well, but anyway. You get the idea. So your YouTube, again, you want to go up, hit your channel, and find the one that says as subscriber at the end of it. Take the entire thing, copy it, and put it in there, okay? So this is where, again, my process on the branding side. I go and look at Gmail. Can I find a Gmail with what I'm looking for? So on my Gmail account, it is thumbrealty@gmail.com. And before I commit to that, I also go in and look at my Facebook. And what I say when I look at Facebook, I literally go in and just real quick go over and go slash and then put what you want to put in there. So if I want to put in JoJo Smith, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there and say JoJo Smith. I'll probably find someone with that name, right? So there is a JoJo Smith. So I can't use that one, okay? So if I want to come back, and I'll just keep on going. I'm just going to punch a bunch of letters in so you can see, right? That makes no sense, but whatever. That's not available. So that's going to tell me that what I'm looking to use for branding on my Gmail account. Now, if I got the Gmail account set, that Gmail account controls your YouTube channel. It's going to have this strange name on it until you can get a vanity name, which is a matter of just getting a certain amount of people in there, okay? I actually have one from the old days before they required this. Let me see if I can get it. I think it still works. I can't type today, guys. Sorry. But I own Superior Image Studios, which is my old studio I used to have down in Florida as well. So see, it's still there. So, but this is before they had the requirements of having so many viewers and so many airtime, watched hours. So, so that being what it is. So let's go back. So set up your Gmail, find a Gmail account. Don't commit to it yet. You can kind of have these windows popped open. You guys, if you haven't done it before, you can come in here. Whoops, wrong screen. Hit your Gmail account. And I got to log out to do this, but I'm not going to do that right now. But you guys probably have done this before. If not, call me. I'll help you out with it. But basically, hit your Gmail, go into Gmail and try and add a new account. And start finding something that it'll say, yes, you can have that. I do a lot of Gmails for setups. I've done REs at the end. So Joe Smith RE or Timberland RE, because a lot of these are already taken. So anyway, then what I do is that controls your YouTube channel. Then you go and find your Facebook channel. So you do Joe Smith RE, right? You're looking for this page, which is not available. And now you're already almost there. Okay, so if you're going to find a Gmail account, a Facebook account, your YouTube channel is already set, then you want to come down here and you want to get a Pinterest business page. There is a way to do that, and if I'm not mistaken, by memory, I believe it's just business.Pinterest, right? So do business.Pinterest, and it'll set up a business account for you under your Pinterest. Now, it is different to have a business Pinterest page, just like it is with Facebook. You can advertise on here. There's the thing right there. It says business.Pinterest. I'm sorry, guys, messed that up. .com. So that's an important factor too. Pinterest is a very good software to be putting ads onto. Okay. We'll get into more about marketing and why you need it. Just trust me, when you do your thing, go through and get your Instagram, get all that stuff. Fill in all of these. All right. I think they're going to be adding more. There's some other platforms that are starting to pop up that are getting more popular. I don't know that they'll ever do a TikTok, but they should. TikTok was the fastest growing app last year. If you're not on TikTok, you should be. It's a fun app. It's good to play with. I'm on there. I don't do a lot with it, but I'm going to be doing more with it as time goes by because of the fact that it's getting really close to the Instagram numbers per daily use. So anyway, fill all this out. So we kind of cover in this video real quick, and I'm sorry if it's confusing to you, but we want to get into the software. We want to go into your right side, go profile, pull this page up, and fill this out as best as possible. All right, we're going to need this filled out later. And I know it's kind of a hassle. If you don't have these, this is going to be one time, and you put it in, and you set it, you leave it there. I know, set it, forget it. You leave it there, you never got to worry with it again. So take the time now to get that set up, and then you can move forward with the software. So I'm going to end this one here. And if you guys have questions about this part of setting up your software, or about the branding idea. One of the things I also didn't say to you, I forgot, let's go back over this quick, is where we go back to KVCore, here we go, is also, I missed a step and I apologize, is the domain name as well. I do not use, and I don't recommend personally, I don't care for using a Gmail account for my business account. There's some issues with that as far as professionalism, and also with if you're going to be using it for documents and that kind of thing, going back and forth as far as the security. Now, I only use my emails. I've got, of course, my EXP email, and this is going to get in a little bit of side topic. I don't know if I want to get that far, but I use my EXP email for all my deals because it runs through the company, and I'm safe and secure that it's okay. And I use my domain name, my Thumb Realty, for communications for business. I don't ever use my Thumb Realty Gmail account hardly for anything, to be honest with you, other than the fact that it holds my YouTube channel. I don't use it for anything confidential. So that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm a little old school on that stuff, but that's just how I am. But what I do real quick, I have used DirectNIC, which is exactly, it's just Direct NIC. And they were one of the, wow, this is really slow. They were one of the original domain name utility service companies. I've been using DirectNIC since, I'm thinking like, I don't know, 96, somewhere in that area. But basically, it's really just, JoJo Realty. You just type your name in there. It'll tell you what's available, and you just buy it, and you can forward that. So I don't use my. I don't use my private domain name as. I don't pay for the vanity for KVCore. I just forward this to that. If you have questions on that, you can do the same thing with GoDaddy, whether you're using GoDaddy or DirectNIC or wherever you want to go to, and it's just a forwarding function. If you have questions with that, I can help you with that as well. So anyway, if you type in thumbrealty.com, it's forwarded to my EXP website. I have Thumb Living. I've got a few others. Big Papa James goes there, so I've got a few that do that. But anyway, let's go back, and I'll try and stop confusing you. So we want to go in, set up our profile, get your smart number, please. It just makes it a lot better. Then I go to Gmail, because that Gmail, if I find my Gmail, I like it. That'll help control my YouTube channel. Then I go to Facebook to see if Facebook's still available. All right, and then I also check the domain name. And I do all that on separate windows. I don't commit or purchase anything until I can see, a few of these things line up. And then, believe me, if you can get something at Facebook, more than likely, I don't know that I've ever seen it not available on Pinterest or on Instagram. So anyway, I'm going to leave you. The video's getting a lot longer than what I wanted it to be. I hope you guys understand. Oh, it's getting dark here. It's getting a little grainy. Sorry, guys. I hope you guys understand the importance of the social media accounts in here. And if you have any questions at all, you can find me on Workplace at any time, really. It's either on my computer or on the phone, and I will be here. And you guys have a great night, and thanks for putting up with my jumping around, but have a great night, and thank you. Bye.